Beautiful stuff. Well, speaking of the next game, we need to get to it, so we'll see you out there. And here we are, back again in the commentary booth. Kicking off here, we have Oklahoma against Arizona. Oh, a little bit of mountaineering going on there.
Like we said earlier, Oklahoma has a new coach in Jason Horowitz. They've had a lot of success in the 7th Circuit with the Allied Conference this fall.
Oh, a little show and go, nice dummy. Jones with a little half break there. Altapuri, a star player, throws the ball nicely there. Wonderful attack, but just halted there with a knock on, unfortunately.
Al-Jabbar is definitely going to be one of the players to watch at this tournament, Dallin.
So a knock on there, almost an injury looks like it. One of the...
I'm not sure what the delay here is.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Oklahoma players in the front there with the knee brace. He's just stretching his leg there. Doesn't look good. And this is only the first minute of play here.
He looks like he may have to come off. He can't put any weight on that right leg. But he's going to try to stay on.
Yep, he's a brave man. So Arizona State with the put in here. They're on the white jerseys on the left of your screen. The scrum kind of crumbles a little bit there. Penalty coming in from the side. OU managed to get the ball back. Oh, it's a big man rumbling in the middle. Oh, huge collision. Steams in, takes 2 people to bring him down. Coming in from the side and knocked down. Referee says play on. Let's see if he's got speed on the outside. Cuts back in.
Nice footwork from the Arizona State winger.
Tackled nicely to the ground, but you've got to release the player once you tackle him. Still have possession here. Arizona stay with the ball. Looked to have knocked that on, unfortunately. Just took his eyes off the ball at the last second there. Some solid defense coming in. It was a nice breakout there. Looked like Chris Egan, number 13. We'll get a number soon. He's got the shiny shoes. No, it's number 11. It was Adam Sandstorm. College high school All-American.
Arizona State certainly looks like they've got some dangerous players if they get the ball.
And let's see here what Oklahoma can do. They also have a dangerous back line. Oh, the big man rumbles it up and finds the offload.
That's Al-Jabari.
Oh, that's the player to watch.
Showing why he's the man.
Fending still going.
Great individual effort.
Lays it back beautifully. OU now work their way up the middle of the field.
Patrick Jones again getting in on the action.
Defense tries to stop the tide there in the middle of the field. If they hold it up, it will be a turnover. And it is. Wow, solid defense there. So the rule is if the ball's in the air, held up, then it can be a turnover. If it hits the ground, then it's a ruck. Players then need to roll away and release the ball. So we said player to watch, Al-Jabari there. He is from Tulsa, Oklahoma, junior, and the captain of the team as well at age 20. Arizona have the ball now. It's a little bit of a wild pass inside the 22. They have possession, though. They need to be careful not to give a turnover here with some of the big OU boys steaming in. Coming in a little bit from the side, hands in. Not allowed to have your hands into the rack as well.
You know Oklahoma's going to be aggressive at the breakdown.
Oh, yeah. Coach Horowitz, I mean, a real technical coach and works at those basic fundamentals, forward-orientated, and really, you can see it in the way that the players hit those rucks and mauls. So it's a nice kick, so they're going to keep the line out. Obviously, it was a penalty. So Arizona State now looking to get their speed men the ball. Chris Egan in the centers, and we mentioned the winger Sandstrom on the outside. The ball, though, is stolen the line out. OU have possession and get tackled into touch, so they can take it quickly and line out. Referee says play on. Can go backwards these days. That's Eden now. Sandstrom with the ball, looking for a loop. Gets it. Tackle is on. Arizona have some smaller bodies, look to be more nifty, but OU are good on the defense. Ball squirts out. There's no sweeper, so it's 7 on 7. A little bit of a high tackle. The referee says play on. And knocked on there. So back and forth stuff here. So getting back to the Oklahoma side.
They've got some huge players out there, and they are strong runners with the ball, but you can already see that their fitness is a little bit suspect. Hands on the knees.
Yeah, that's a good call. And in fact, that's number 25, Facunda Garcia. I think they're wearing, some of the guys are wearing bigger jerseys because the regular backline ones don't fit them. The ball squirts loose. Arizona have possession now. They work to the left-hand side of the field. It's a little bit of a space. Slips past the first tackle. Sets up a ruck inside the 22 right now.
It's on the weak side. If Arizona State wants it, it looks like they're going to get it.
Oh, nicely dived over. Wonderful score. That's number 10, Alex Sandstrom. Brother of Adam, touches down. Went to Arrowhead High School. Scores a beautiful 5-pointer, and that's the first points of this game.
The Sandstrom brothers are from Wisconsin, made their way down to Arizona State to play for Gary Lane.
Yeah, Gary Lane, the head coach, done a great job with this team. Former football player as he walks back. ASU in white. First score, but I tell you what, Oklahoma's going to come back. They've got some dangerous runners, some big boys. It'll be interesting to see how they last a full 14 minutes, though. Conversion just falls short. So it's only 5 points the difference here in the first half. 40 seconds left. Time for another kickoff.
I think you're going to see Oklahoma make some adjustments to try to get the ball into Aljabori's hands a little bit more.
Yeah, he's a danger man. And has been on one of the watch lists for players to keep an eye on. That's a great high kick. Oh, wonderful take.
Fantastic take in the air by the Arizona State jumper. Keenan Mayfield, but then it's a turnover. There's Aljabori.
That's the man you said. He's got the ball, but he's wrapped up in the tackle. Manages to get it away still. Oh, it's a big beast, mountain of a man. Sets the ball down. Yep, can't get your hands in the ruck. Coming in from the side as well.
Looks like time's up on the half, but Oklahoma's going to attack, try to get some points on the board before the break.
Oh, wonderful break in the midfield. That's Colby Townsend. He's been active all day. Oh, but unfortunately holds on to the ball on the ground and gives away a penalty. This will be the last play. Penalty to Arizona.
This could be really killer if Oklahoma lets in another score before the
half. Oh, and he throws a dummy!
Like they're going to.
Oh, Sandstrom. He matches his brother's score and slips through like an eel. Wonderful bit of footwork there. Puts the heart in the daggers of the OU's fans. Scores underneath the sticks, and it should be 12-0 at the half if this kick is successful. And it is.
Not surprising to see such footwork with those radioactive boots.
Well said. We'll take a quick break here as halftime comes up. Stay with us for the second half of this exciting clash here in Greensboro, North Carolina. Oklahoma with the ball right now. They're on the left of your screen. and they're trailing by 12 points.
They're really going to need to put in a better performance this half if they want to avoid the upset here. Arizona State has certainly looked the better team in the first 7 minutes.
Oh, they have indeed. I think it was David Todd with the ball underneath the ruck. He's a live wire player. Seen him at some of the elite camps, and he's with the ball right now. He's got some twinkle toes and is a strong runner. He's going to kick for touch. Nope. He's going to give it on to the man with the shiny cleats.
One of the Sandstrom brothers.
That's a nice kick in the wind. And yep, finds touch on the halfway line. Great job. So they'll keep possession.
Arizona State participated in the Battle of the Bay, and they also made the Cup finals at the Cup semifinals at the Pac-7s, which is a highly competitive tournament. So they've played some really high-level sevens this fall, and it's showing here.
Oh, it is indeed. Sandstrom loops around. Oh, lovely stuff. Sees the space. Could go all the way. Oh, it slips. Oh, the other man slips as well. Support runner. Throws a dummy. Eventually just throws it to nobody. Hack downfield. Players losing their footing everywhere. It hasn't rained yet. Ruck on that side. Ball squirts loose. It's anybody's game right now. Thrown back in field. Referee says play on.
Arizona State has huge numbers out wide. If they can, looks like the AR is going to bring it back for something.
Yeah, it looks like somebody may have put a foot in touch there. And that's a bit of frenzied passage of play to start the second half. Arizona, we spoke about them earlier. They've had a successful tournaments in this build up to this event, and they're up 12-0 in this first pool match. OU looking to strike back. Some of the big runners, and here he is, the battering ram, the fridge. Oh, knocks on. Unfortunately, he saw Jelly Donut on the ground and just slipped that ball through, and now Arizona have a chance to the ball. Laid back on the halfway line. Todd gets involved. Defend. That's Ryan Cowler. He's tackled now. Everyone's standing still, unfortunately, a little bit flat. The ball gets knocked backwards. Sandstrom now injects a little bit of speed. Oh, high stepping straight through. Mayfield on the outside. Keenan will score his team's third try. Fantastic bit of work.
Keenan Mayfield from California, Ponderosa High School. Transferred to ASU from Sierra Community College.
Wow, you would think that tackle was going to be made, and then he just pulled a little bit of a high step and bust free. And that'll give his team a little bit of a chance for a break. And probably a couple of subs coming on as well.
Well, the conventional wisdom in sevens down is a missed tackle equals a try, and we saw that right there.
That's right, and this conversion being taken here of David Todd. His dad is from New Zealand, his mom's from Australia. So he's got the Southern Hemisphere going for him, as well as his left boot. And a college high school All-American from the Tulsa Union.
And I'd say this is one of the first big surprises of the weekend. Oklahoma came in with a really good resume. I think some people thought they might be able to be a dark horse here, and Arizona State hadn't heard much about them, but clear that the high level of sevens they were playing throughout the fall has served them well. It certainly shows how deep the Pac conference is with Cal, UCLA, Oregon State, who we saw pull off that victory earlier, and Arizona State.
So many good teams in that conference as well, as you said. OU looking to create something. That's one of their playmakers. Oh, unfortunately thrown it away again. Inside their 22. It's not happening in this game for OU. The ball comes in, almost stolen. It's coming in from the side, so it'll be a penalty. See if Oklahoma can do something right now.
They don't have a lot of time to waste. They got to get moving quickly here if they want a chance at the comeback.
Yeah, they made a couple of substitutes. Some of the big boys are off the field right now. That's the captain and playmaker, Al Jaburi. Now it's a little bit of space. They break out.
Patrick Jones, once again, he's shown himself to be a good player. He's going to get tracked down from behind, I think, though. He's not going to make it.
Oh, Jones has got the beard, though.
Oh,
the beard will carry him through. Fantastic bit of stuff. As he gets hit after the tackle, unfortunately. Should be a penalty and a yellow card. He doesn't look in good shape.
He's injured in the try zone, calling on the medics. Will be interesting to see what the referees do with that Arizona State player who...
I would go yellow. A player's scoring a try and kind of tackled.
Looked like he even kicked him as he was putting the ball down.
Hope not. He's down on the ground. His beard needs attention. Maybe a little bit of that magic spray. Great score up the middle of the field there, and the conversion should be successful. So it'll be a 19-7 ball game. About 2 minutes left. Short on time, but 2 minutes, you can score 2 tries. Even more if you go quick. So the referee's time will be off. Let's hope he's okay.
Looks like the offending Arizona State player went over to Patrick and
oh, good. That's good to see.
Gave a little apology. I don't think it was anything too intentional.
And we see the referee in screen now. He's going to have a talk. Time is going to be back on here for the conversion. Well, OU will obviously have to look for a replacement player.
And if Patrick Jones is out for more than just the rest of this game, that's going to be a huge blow for Oklahoma, because he, after Al-Jabari, was clearly their top player on the field today.
Yeah, they definitely count on him, his skill, his creating ability as well. So the conversion is successful, so it's 19-7.
Oklahoma's not out of this.
No, not at all. A 12-point ball game. Let's see, they have 2, 4, 5, 6 players, so they haven't made a sub yet.
It's going to be tough to replace Jones's pace. And if they're going to make a comeback, that's going to be a key loss for them. He's still down in the try zone. Doesn't look like he's going to be back on.
No, and Horowitz is going to have to get somebody else in the field there. Yeah, he is. He's just speaking to the AR. He's not happy about that. I wouldn't mess with Horowitz. He's a big man, known to bench press 500 pounds.
I heard it was 800 down.
Well, that's one hand. That's the left hand.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So 21 is on the field here. We'll hopefully get a we do here. It's David Nixon from Katy, Texas, sophomore. And unfortunately, the injury does look bad. He can't even put pressure on that leg, so he will be out at least for the next few games. Who knows? Maybe even tomorrow.
Well, the stadium clock is running here, but I think the referee's watch was stopped. So Oklahoma still probably has 2 minutes or so to try to pull off this comeback. If I'm Arizona State, I'm just possessing and running down the time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That kickoff was vital to get possession back. Yep, taking their time, turnover scrum. Says use it, you have to have 5 seconds. So
rare that you see that.
It is rare, you're right. I think the referee does sense, he knows that there's only a few minutes left in the game, and stalling tactics, it's not sportsmanship-like as well.
It looks like he's warned Arizona State about that too, so if they try that again, they're probably going to see someone go off the field.
Yeah. So scrum here. We're not going to go with the stadium clock, we'll go with the referee's time. Al-Jabari, what can he make of this? Here comes the short side. Oh, he's got some speed to burn. And the fan. He'll go all the way. Oh, his cover tackle's coming. 2 hits. Dives over.
Looks like he got it down. Oh, referee calls him into touch.
The AR says he put a foot in onto the touch line. I looked like he had scored from here, but again, obviously, we don't have the clear vision, so we'll have to go with that call.
Nigel Platt, the AR down there, very experienced referee from South Carolina.
Todd gets the ball knocked backwards. Sandstrom on his line, tries to step, has to dot it down. Be a 5-meter scrum to OU. Lots of pressure coming in here late in the game, but one sense that was the time they needed to score. And what's the call there? I didn't see what happened.
Not sure. The AR is bringing it back, giving a line out to Oklahoma.
Now it's a free short arm penalty.
Oklahoma's got to take advantage and touch this down in the try zone right away. Get back, get the restart. Maybe they've got a chance. Comes Al-Jabari.
Right in front of the try line there. Oh, looks to the right. There's no one there. Seems to be all 6 or 7 players huddled at the same spot. Oh, that pass just going a bit wayward. Unfortunately, I think that was their chance gone. And that is the game. It is 19-7. Arizona State win this pool match against Oklahoma.
I'd say that's probably the first semi-upset of the day that we've seen, and unfortunately for Oklahoma, not only did they lose the game, Patrick Jones is being loaded into the EMS cart right now, so it looks like his injury is a little bit more serious than we had hoped.
That's right, not a good sign indeed. The next match will be Lindenwood against Arkansas. Stay with us, we'll be back after the break here in Greensboro, North Carolina.